Well, today we're in the shop working on Sanford. So I've got a run coming up in March that I'm going to do. It's a pretty good, fun run that we do every year. So I haven't touched this thing all winter, as you guys know. New Year's, I ended up tearing up my steering, ripped out some hydraulic lines and stuff. So it's in the shop now. I'm fixing that. I got a set of leaf springs coming Tuesday, and I'm going to get those put in. And I don't know, the whole saga, Lincoln, Sanford, and everything, it's like I just haven't had time to do it. So it's kind of like it's getting put back together. We're going to get it going for that run. And for right now, I'm converting back to the propane. So when I tried it before, that's when my HEI ignition was going out. And I kept thinking it was a propane and a fuel delivery problem. And then I ended up putting this other Truck Avenger carb back on, and that didn't fix it. And then finally, it actually went bad to where then I knew what was wrong with it. So this Truck Avenger, it was brand new, and it's not as good as the other older one I had. And I actually downsized. The other one was like a 770, and this is a 650 or 670. They're kind of weird numbers, but yeah, it just seems to sputter and blubber more when I'm up on the steeper angle. So the propane, it ran absolutely phenomenal, and I thought it was, like I say, I thought something was going on with that, but it ended up being my ignition. So I'm going to put it back in and give it another shot, and hopefully that just solves a bunch of my problems. So let's get her done. So I left all my mounting brackets and everything for this propane, and this is about the third time I've messed with this. So, but this is a brand new mixer, and everything I did, again, chasing problems. I bought new mixers, new everything, and it was just the module in my HEI. So, yeah, everything on this propane setup should be really good. And while I'm in here, I have stuff like this going on that all this wiring and everything, it's just a mess. And I mean, I've butchered stuff out. I mean, I wired this in a hurry when I originally built it, and I never went back and fixed anything or loomed anything. And I mean, something as simple as Sanford should not look that complicated. So I'm going to go ahead and address the wiring in this and just clean all this mess up, so at least you can find what you're looking for if you do have an issue. Along with that wiring mess, I'm going to finally actually build a dash for this thing that I can run all my heater ducting through to where we can selectively, open and close the vents to allow whatever heat we each want in here. This little panel, it's just a stubby panel of sheet metal I had real quick I just threw in there just to get me going 2 years ago, and it never got replaced. So I'm going to put a for real dash in here, maybe a glove box, and I don't know, just kind of address that while I'm doing all these little things. So the rest of the Jeep's not in bad shape. Like I said, there's a ton of upgrades I'd like to do, but I don't think I'm going to get to them. I do have another Dana 300 I may throw in here, or if I can get an Atlas in time, I'll do that. But odds are it's going to be a 300, or I'm going to dump another gallon of oil in this one and run it again. So then I'll pull this fuel tank out of the back here, get my propane tanks mounted up really nice, and get them, in a good position, because again, last time I ran this, they were just kind of thrown in and strapped in there real quick. So but yeah, I don't know if I'm going to just run one tank or I'll put both in here. I haven't decided. I just got to start messing around and see how they lay in here. So yeah, but that's kind of a few things on the list. Other than that, like I say, the rest of the Jeep's pretty much, sad to say, but it's it's good to go. So yeah, let's get some of this stuff done. Well, all I got to do now when my springs get here is just pop out my shackle bolt, my rear bolt. All the U-bolts are freed up. I got this drag link disconnected so I can get the new ones in there. So they're supposed to be here Tuesday. I'm going to try and get them slapped in there probably Tuesday night or so. I don't know. It's supposed to be super cold, so I don't know if I'll even bother coming in the shop. But that is ready to go. Another thing is on New Year's, my steering assist ram, I ended up breaking one end off of one of my lines. So they're all the same. So I went ahead, I still got one good old line, and then I had some new extra lines made. So I'm going to get those swapped on. This tie rod, I've been worried about it for a while, so I'm going to order up some DOM and do it out of some Heim joints and everything, because this thing's super bent, and that's been bent back and forth 100 times. My ram, I don't know if you can even see it, but it's got a pretty good little kink. I think I can straighten it, but I've got another one, and I'll straighten this and keep it for a spare just in case. but that's all getting fixed. But yeah, so I don't know, and that's like I say, it's been. I always think I have more time than I really do, and it's like I haven't touched this thing, and I was supposed to be redoing it over the winter time, and I know I said I was gonna have it linked and all that, but it's just time's flying, and I don't know, and again I've had the age old battle of the leaf springs and everything, so it's like I got another idea that I'm kicking around, so yeah, hopefully it'll work out, and it's gonna still be a lot along the lines of Sanford, but stay tuned. I got a little surprise coming up, so we'll we'll keep you informed.